What's going on YouTube? Mr. T Kraken packs. All right, so we got a little bit of a issue today came up. I went to go create my last video and I totally messed up. I opened the box, videotaped it, and I set it up so that it was recording the incorrect way. And I really didn't like that I did that with my prior videos when I first started posting, but I decided to go ahead and X that and open it up and then go from there. So what did happen though was we pulled these three cards, and there's gonna be some discussion while we open this box here real quick. This was everything over $5, which is depressing. So that's gonna be added to the pile of cards that needs to go to really anybody who wants them. So on that note, Mr. T krakenmtg at gmail.com. You can see the links below. If you guys aren't familiar with the channel, just coming in, go ahead and check it out. Search on the Patreon, and all you gotta do is send your address, send your name to my email, and I'll go ahead and I'll send you a random card over $5 from any of the videos that I've already posted. All right, so channel is all about break even. We're gonna need views, subscriptions. If anybody wants to support on Patreon, that's the long-term goal. We want to break even and open more boxes. All right, guys, let's get into it. So I'm a little familiar. In my first video, I was not with how this was going to go. I also talked a lot about how I really liked this box style. It's absolutely awesome. And I, of course, went on a rant about how worthless this card is. So we'll go ahead and just throw him in the trash. We can use him to keep us warm by the campfire during the apocalypse. That's basically about what he'll be worth today. Anyways, not to rant too much on that. I already did that. I'm over it. It's just going to be a thing in every video because, I mean, they put a card that could have at least randomized the box topper, honestly. This is a really good product. I like the set booster. I like how awesome that box is, how it's designed. The fact that I can get cards from old sets and really relive opening old packs when you do that. And I mean, I just think that's an awesome concept. So the fact that they just put the same box topper in there was a little bit disappointing. So we're just gonna track mythics, foils over here. Everything else is gonna be over there. It's mostly our under $5 pile basically. And I was trying to keep up. We'll keep some lands there. Lands are kind of cool. Really, people like holding on to those. They'll send all those out bundled up. I know they take a bit to reach that value, but oh, cool. Jugan. Look at that. Ooh, Iconic Masters? Yeah. Are you going that far back? Is that what that is? So another thing I kind of didn't like about the first video of opening this box was it took way too long. It was just a 17, 18 minute video, and I felt that that was a lot, especially when discussion is primarily just geared around what cards we're opening. And oh, that's awesome. Okay, so if you're not familiar, and we'll go ahead and jump into this discussion now, the value in anything not collector box just is not there. If it's not flashy, if it's not super meta, it just does not have value. And when I was pulling those cards from that first opening to look at them, I'm just like, wow, we did pretty good. We got 12 mythics. That's awesome. It should be a good $75 box. You know, that's awesome. Well and behold, no, it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I think that's just bad luck too. No, nice. I like Vivian. Big fan of Vivian. So I'm actually just gonna throw it there. Just the value. And, you know, to compare it to another game, Flesh and Blood, it is kind of cool that there is an option for players if you don't need your deck pimped out. It does not, and especially because standard rotates every few months. We get a new set every few months. So what do we need cards that cost $50 to $100 just to play a competitive deck if we so choose? I mean, I know Jank Brewing is a thing, and a lot of players play Jank Commander. They don't need super competitive meta to have fun, but when you do, like, or you do want a certain card that's really good to go in your deck, it costs a lot. And it doesn't make sense for a set that's going to rotate out, if it doesn't have value in other formats, to have these high-end cards that just cost so much. And I think that's actually something that's really nice, is that the collector boxes brought that with them. They brought a bit of that value into special cards, and then made the value of other boxes, you know, kind of erode a little bit so that it is affordable. I mean, I know that's a big thing right now because everything's going up in price. We need to be able to buy these to play the game. If it's not affordable, we can't do that. The secondary market is inflated to the point where all these cards cost us a car payment just to make one deck. I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but I'm not playing Magic at that point. Not spending a car payment. I definitely have in the past. More than that, honestly. But regardless, just for single cards, I mean, that's just not affordable or viable for so many people. And how do you, you know, like Flesh and Blood, how do you grow a player base if your game's not affordable and the prices just keep going up? How do you afford that? I mean, the money's the money's got to go somewhere, got to come from somewhere. I sure know that some rich person isn't just gonna trickle their money into all of these worthless cards and inflate the value and buy up all the thousands and millions of printed copies of one card. That's just not gonna happen. So I do like that about these boxes. But the key part that I really like about these boxes is, honestly, I just like going back. I like getting to that random card from an older set, especially when, you know, I didn't really start getting into Magic until around like pre-Kaladesh, literally just as Kaladesh was coming out. I remember getting into Magic, and I believe that was actually first pre-release. Now, these signature cards, they're really cool. I do like the art cards. There's no real value there. Who knows what it's going to be like going down the road, but we'll just throw that with the, yeah, I didn't get a chance to go back and look at that, but I'm pretty sure just the signed ones are the only thing that have value, but I don't think it's even much unless it's for a super meta pricey card, or I don't even know how the value gets determined on those, but obviously pull rate, if there's a lot of them, it's not going to be valued. But anyway, so starting back in Kaladesh, like a lot of the sets before then, and a good example, if it's over there, no, I pulled a card from Eldritch Moon, and hadn't played. I have gotten packs from Eldritch Moon. I have booster boxes from Eldritch Moon. I have cards from Eldritch Moon. I've enjoyed that time of Magic fully with friends and family. But if you haven't, and you haven't gone back, and it's the first time seeing it, then it's kind of cool. Like, you see cards and you're just like, whoa, what is that? Like, that's cool. Maybe I should go check out the set, or, you know, check out the set. You see the cards, you like the set, you like the cards. Got this card in foil in the first box. I mean, and it has no value. So you get to see those things, and you get to enjoy it. And that's just, to me, that's what it's about. I think it should be all experience and not just the financial side. A lot of this should be, well, I remember opening Emrakul my first time. Like, that's an awesome hit. Who wouldn't want to remember opening that? I just want to jump back in there real quick and check to see. I think really the land cycle. And then there's one other card, blue 2-drop. I think it's really the only rare of value. There's the land drops, and then there's, you know, obviously the specialty showcase style rares that are foil etched, but I don't even know if we can get them in this. Anyways, being able to go back and enjoy those products, oh, that is cool. Yes, I believe this was worth something. Should still be. Had to read it there for a second. Beginning of your end step, gain control of target non-land permanent controlled by a player who was dealt combat damage by 3 or more pirates this turn. Cool. So that's really what it's all about. It's the experience. And then two, the other cool thing about the set boxes and reprinting older cards, and like we saw in MH1, I can't remember if MH1 had it, but the retro framing, that was really cool for them to go back, reframe some of those older cards. Like some of the older cards are still, I'm not gonna lie, they're outdated. The framing was terrible back then. They might have a nostalgic feel to people who open them up today, but overall, they don't always look that great. Gilding looks great. If they could gild some of the older cards, that would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Actually, we'll throw it up there because I still don't think any of that, even as an uncommon gilded, we only got one in the last box. I imagine there's only one in this box. Not huge on financial value. I say that and we get two. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, maybe it's just a really bad box. So yeah, that's a thing. And I really think some of those cards just need that different style, that refresh. And like I said, you get to go back then. You get to see where that card originally came from. You get to see the other cards and experience that. So the other thing about these that's kind of cool is the secret layer cards. I really like the reprints on those cards. Hey, one of the only cards that's actually, he's good mythic. I think he still has value. These secret, they reprinted those without actually reprinting them. I guess that was a whole catastrophe with some of those cards just having such specialty uses but not being legal in any formats. They are, I guess, now probably a little more legal in formats now that they printed them in a product, not secret layer. But looks like we're hitting that same around that 10 to 12 mythic range, but I don't think we're really gonna hit very many things above that $5 mark again. We didn't hit the rare. That was worth, I want to say like 15 bucks. He's some blue 2-drop. I'll have to look at it later, memorize it so I can keep an eye out. But a lot of these they've already eroded. And at this point, it's just fun opening it. Just fun opening and enjoying. But it is a shame at the same time. I mean, I wish that a mythic was still a mythic. It was still hard to get, even in these boxes. It would be nice for that stuff to open and to have a secondary value, but they just don't. And if it was so hard to get some of that stuff, I mean, I really just want to go back and open nothing but collector boxes now. And that's kind of funny because they are just so expensive. But it makes sense. I mean, are we retrained already to be looking for those cards? What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. What do you guys like, set collector boxes, or do you like the collector boxes, or do you like the set boxes? What's your favorite release product? What are you guys using to open at home? And if you guys, one last time, are not familiar with the channel, just go ahead and check the links out below. Leave a message on the comments, and if you want anything over $5 from here, send me an email. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. Have a good day.